Ferrari, one of the sport's biggest and most iconic teams, is going through a rough patch. Last season was a complete letdown, and it seems like their luck hasn't improved this year either. Even with all the changes they made to Leclerc's engine, he still suffered a DNF in the season opener. You can bet he's feeling pretty let down by his team right now. But that's not the worst of it. Ferrari keeps losing more and more of their key team members, which is causing a lot of speculation about what's really going on behind the scenes. With Leclerc's contract set to expire at the end of next year, the big question on everyone's mind is, will he stay with Ferrari or jump ship to another team? And of course, with Hamilton yet to sign an extension with Mercedes, one couldn't help but wonder, is the path for Leclerc to Mercedes already paved? Now, Leclerc was the driving force behind Ferrari's early push in the 2022 championship, but unfortunately their efforts were derailed by a ton of strategic mishaps, reliability issues and operational blunders. The start of this season wasn't any better. Ferrari had to swap out some crucial engine components on Charles Leclerc's ride before the season opening Bahrain Grand Prix, including the energy store and control electronics. Despite looking good for a podium finish behind the two Red Bulls, Leclerc retired due to yet another issue with the control unit. Ferrari may have to replace other parts, increasing the likelihood of him receiving a more severe penalty later on in the season. Speaking to the media on Wednesday, Ferrari team principal Fred Vasseur explained that they had never experienced this issue before and they hoped it was now under control. After the Baku race last year, Ferrari was forced to throttle down the power of their engine to minimize the risk of failure. However, they put in a lot of effort into building durability during the off-season, and despite the problems they encountered in Bahrain, Vasseur said they would not reduce power in the upcoming races as a precaution. Despite a disappointing start to the season with a DNF in the opening race, Ferrari team principal Fred Vasseur is confident in Leclerc's mindset and motivation. Charles was right there with us after the tyre test on Tuesday, and he showed up at the factory on Wednesday morning ready to roll, Vasseur shared. We even had a little pep talk with the team, and let me tell you, Charles was fired up and ready to take on the competition. We've only just begun this 23 race journey, and Charles is eager to make up ground in the championship standings. He's full push with the team, trying to get the best for everyone. The penalty is not good news, but it's not the end of the season. Let's see what happens in Jeddah and what could be the outcome, even with the penalty. But don't imagine for half a second he could be demotivated. He's fully convinced, he's working with us, pushing the team, pushing everybody in a positive way and nothing else. But what if everything falls apart for Ferrari again? Leclerc might finally give up on Ferrari. During the off-season, Ferrari made a big move by replacing their team boss, Matteo Binotto, with Frédéric Vasseur, who Leclerc had previously worked with during his rookie season at Sauber in 2018. Leclerc was asked about his first impressions of Vasseur, and the Monegasque driver had some positive things to say. According to him, he was quite impressed by how quickly the Frenchman was able to get Ferrari. Ferrari is very different to whatever we're used to before. Ferrari is huge, Leclerc explained. But once he got here, he understood extremely well the way Ferrari works in the first few days, and he's very clear what he wants. Well, it seems like Vasseur has wasted no time in making his mark on the team, and Leclerc's comments suggest that he's already made a positive impact on the Scuderia. He's extremely good at putting the people in the right mindset, the right ambiance to give their best. This is very important, so that what he brings to Ferrari, and I'm sure it'll be a good thing. But Vasseur's relationship with Leclerc has been tested by Ferrari's repeated setbacks. Should things continue to deteriorate, it's unclear where Leclerc might end up next. However, recent events seem to align with a certain timeline. Mercedes, once an unstoppable force, now face challenges. Lewis Hamilton, denied his 8th title, has expressed frustration with the team. He had previously warned them about their tactics, but his concerns fell on deaf ears. Only after the race did they realise the error of their ways. While both Hamilton and Mercedes boss Toto Wolff have publicly stated their desire to extend the 7-time world champion's stay with the team, nothing has been signed yet, leaving some to wonder if Hamilton is waiting to see how competitive the new W14 car will be before making a decision. Former world champions Jenson Button and Damon Hill have even weighed in, predicting that Hamilton's future with the team hinges on the car's performance. Hamilton, however, has dismissed these rumours, calling them baseless and unhelpful. But if the W14 doesn't perform up to Hamilton's standards, Mercedes could be in trouble both on and off the track. Hamilton finished a disappointing 5th at the season opener in Bahrain, over 50 seconds behind Max Verstappen, his former title rival. Former driver Mark Webber has already warned Mercedes to pull up their socks up if they don't want to risk losing Hamilton at the end of the season. And despite the mounting pressure, Wolff remains optimistic. He believes that Lewis Hamilton's commitment to helping the team return to its former glory was demonstrated by his comments over the team radio during the Bahrain Grand Prix. Despite a disappointing 5th place finish, Hamilton praised the team's efforts and emphasized the need to keep pushing and closing the gap with their rivals. Wolff also believes that Hamilton's loyalty to the team is unwavering, as he has been an integral part of the team's success, and they will not be giving up on him or their goal of winning the championship anytime soon. Although Hamilton admits to having thoughts about retiring, he also has a burning desire to achieve more in Formula 1, including an 8th world title. The 38-year-old racer wants to go out on a high note, retiring as a world champion, which he believes is a dream that every athlete shares. As the possibility of Hamilton's retirement looms, the big question is who can replace the legendary driver at Mercedes. It's a daunting task, but Mercedes has their eyes set on 2 young and promising drivers, Leclerc and Lando Norris. Both drivers have contracts running out and are reportedly unsatisfied with their team's performance. Norris has been let down by Zak Brown's inability to deliver a championship-winning car, while Leclerc has faced mounting disappointments at Ferrari. While both drivers are strong contenders, Mercedes seems to be favouring Leclerc over Norris. After all, Leclerc has more experience in leading a race since last year and has one less year on his contract than Norris. However, if Hamilton decides to retire, it could trigger a massive transfer spin in the driver market. Leclerc could move to Mercedes, leaving a vacant slot at Ferrari that Norris could potentially fill. Alongside the likes of Leclerc and Norris, there are other drivers whose futures are up in the air. One such driver is Sergio Perez, who has been overshadowed by his teammate Max Verstappen at Red Bull. Despite reportedly feeling undervalued, Perez was given a multi-year extension for his good performance, which could potentially trigger in the future. But if he wants to contend for a championship title, he may need to look beyond Red Bull. Carlos Sainz's contract with Ferrari is expiring, but the Spaniard is expected to sign a new multi-year deal, and Esteban Ocon's contract with Alpine is also nearing its end. Lando Norris's new teammate, Oscar Piastri, has a contract that extends until 2024, while Zhou Guanyu's contract with Alfa Romeo is up this year, though the team is reportedly looking to renew it. And let's not forget about Nico Hülkenberg, Yuki Tsunoda, and Logan Sargent, all of whom also have contracts expiring this year. It's a lot of ifs and buts, isn't it? If Ferrari steps up and gives Red Bull a proper challenge while also sorting out the car's stability, there's no way Leclerc would risk losing his shot at the championship. The potential for a title-winning machine is definitely there. It just needs some work to reach its full potential. So what do you think? Let us know in the comments section below, and make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more.